Whenever this clown hears my voice, he goes crazy, this guy. Man goes crazy on Channel 28 when he hears my voice. How many transmissions before he don't hear me? His obsession.
I don't impose my will on anyone. If you want to be a loser, a junkie, then leech off the system. And be a loser, you know, and I see that dirty action that I thought out there and tries to hustle, you know what I'm saying? He'll sell his tickets, whatever he has to do. He'll sell wigs to the drag queens, you know, that's what he does. He sells wigs. Well, not sell them, he delivers them.
He's off the grid, growing some food.
You know, so, you know, I give him that much. At least he's trying to earn a couple of dollars for his habit. But that Eddie Sanchez, he's purely living off the system. He's not going to follow anyone else in the conversation. But he's just living off of someone. Damn shame, it really is. When you think about it.
Richie going crazy out there, you hear? Speaker. There's no me without you. In their speaker, that's all they hear. There's no him unless you hear me. Control.
At least he came clean the first time. There's no me without you. You see that? He came clean. Then he tried to flip it after he realized what he said. He's so cracked up here.
I don't ever perceive to believe that anyone out here listening ever thinks for one split second I'm smoking crack, to be honest with you. I mean, the crackheads might, but you know, most of the listeners, nah. That right there is not on their brain at all. Now you on the other hand, man. Hey, boy. Hey, two problem. I have the intellect and ingenuity, the smarts and the know-how to captivate the whole East Coast. And like I told you, for every one person you hear pressing a mic in the East Coast, there's 100,000 listening. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, I got some audience out here in my mouth. But, you know, the audience I earn is the audience I like, not the audience I got. Most of the audience I got are my perps. People that know I'm coming to arrest or kill them either or. You know what I'm saying? Or people that are real fearful of being arrested because they're real close or part of something. They know I'm definitely arrested. See the difference between me and you, Mr. Important? See the mindset? See the captivation, little nigga? See the power I got in the brains? See the power I got in the concept of reality? See how powerful I am? See what a real enforcer does? You might have to hit rewind to understand what I just said, but nevertheless, I'm back up to the kitchen now. The man in that much control is now clear.
I'll have control over it. As soon as he hears my voice, he's got to go to the kitchen. He's looking at that CB like a TV. He's not going anywhere. I kill you. But when he's on the sidewalk, I don't know you. I never seen you in my life. I don't want to know you.
4250, living in so much fear over a sidewalk 3 years ago, he's still hearing words that aren't there. But 250, when you hear somebody's voice, you leaving the radio, it's looked at as respect. But when you hear somebody's voice and you use it as an excuse to open your mouth and try to slurp jizz out their rod, man, you know what I'm saying? Like when you need a next man to key up so you can key up, you know, it's viewed a little different. So yeah, man, I'm the one in control. See that? See that? If I say I'm going upstairs, the light switch on, operator go, you get scared shit. You turn into worse than a jilted hoe. Ex-girlfriends with vendettas don't even act like you. Oh, Madonna mia, I'm back out.
It's time out. He's got his disappear. He knows the deal.
250, who you trying to explain this to? You can't be explaining it to me because I'm already on the key.
He knows it's hostage.
That's what I thought. Okay. Hi, 127 New York City. I'm back at my quiet train. And when the lights go out, you got caught between the camera, the moon, Richie, and New York City.
That they work out too well. He barely got home with his wife. He's just lucky. He's lucky the linebacker didn't chase him around and bust him in the back of the head and knock him out cold. You know, but we don't do that, man. You see? Not with it, run, hey.
250 fails to notice that since that day, CK never used the word linebacker again. Since I exposed the Weeble and Wobble and Midget, the only linebacker terms come out of 250's mouth. See the difference in 250's fantasy and reality? The power of the video camera.
Because you know damn well if you would try that stunt on D-Block, on 10 and D, he wouldn't have made it back to Brooklyn. He knows that. He wouldn't be able to run to the bank precinct across the street where he had his bike chained up. He wouldn't have made it that far.
250, all Richie knows what the whole East Coast knows. You're too scared, petrified to go anywhere near Richie. You begged for directions 3 times after you went out and brought special lingerie and came up with an old flyers and promised me a couple of good things. And you took the directions and you wound up 4.5 miles away, starting off on the camera. I hope to see Richie here. 250, I know exactly what the whole East Coast knows. 250 is too scared to go face to face with Richie. If 250 wasn't, he would have did what his other 5 boys did. They would have came face to face with Richie over 10 times on Utica Avenue. And 250 says, yeah, man, I know my boys want to see him. Like Dondi said, yeah, they all want to see him, but nobody, you know. And the man broke out laughing. Like, you know, like Richie Wright. Richie told you all the time, you know, you ain't ever doing that. But 250 figures, if his boys went in numbers that many times and got scared, 250 definitely scared. You know he ain't ever showing up. You might have to hit rewind to understand what I just said.
Around Thanksgiving, he'll be 62. But in his mind, he's still 59, you know? Last 3 years, he's claiming to be 59. Unbelievable, man. That's a decade, too, that crack will do to you, man. It'll make you.
Well, if he was born November 27, 1966, how old is he right now at this moment?
Poor little pumpkin, sweet pumpkin. You'll be all right, pumpkin. Don't worry. Don't worry, I won't be here. As long as you don't come out sideways, I can at least give you that. Well, if you come at me, you know, the alternative is ICU. Just don't give call, pumpkin. That's the only advice I can give you.
You know, now I could be wrong, but I know the whole East Coast always hears me telling you what time to key up when I'm close by you. and all you say is don't get caught. But you never key up when I tell you I'm close by. And everybody knows you're too scared to come to this part of Brooklyn. Everybody knows you're that petrified. Everybody and their mother knows you never left that mic or been on the sidewalk with anybody out here, except the only proven cokehead and some crazy old jailbird drunk. That's the only two people you ever been on the sidewalk with out here. The known cokehead and an old jailbird drunk. Madonna mia. And I guess when you're a crackhead, you know, that kind of company fits you. All right, 127, guys. I know this is a good video game. Yo, East Coast, kindly let me know whenever I tell a lie. I know 250, you know, to him every word that comes out of my mouth is a lie because that's his mode of operandi. That's his modus operandi. That's his MO. But I want the listeners out here that I captivate to let me know when I tell a lie. The man in command in full control. Light switch on. Operator now gone. Where we at? 11 minutes. Oh.
There he goes. That means he surrenders. When he says light switch on, operator gone, he's got to hide under the bed.
He's going upstairs to play with the food he left cooking up there.
He's going to go right around his neighbor. Because he knows he hears me here. He knows the closest.
He's taking the rest of his fat spliff upstairs with him. Where he going? When 250 hears 127's voice, he cannot stop talking.
Unfortunately, he destroyed his lung. That's why he can't.
That's for sure, man. Nobody can write that good.
Walking up to me.
Listen, he only has a radio for one man, bro.
About him 4 times in a row.
If he come off the key 4 or 5 times and don't hear me, you won't hear him till I key up again.
Yeah. What happened to light switch on, operator gone? He said that about an hour ago.
See that? See that? I gotta go now.
What's going on here?
I think he's looking for somebody to talk to.
I promise I won't pound him out as long as he don't step to me. I promise.
Well, you know, you can always depend on some good comedy for sure. I'm that quiet.
Yeah, man, it is.
Man, I don't even have to pay for it.
The guy talks over, you know, that one out of 12, you know,
I know people that pay a lot of money for a lot less.
That immunity and all this other good stuff, you know. You got to be mentally disturbed to an extreme. He actually belongs in a padded room and medicated, you know. But it is what it is, man. That's the problem with this mentality. This Mandani communist mayor we have. He wants to open up, he wants to actually close all the prisons and release all the mental midgets like mental. You know, he wants the criminally insane, he wants to release them. Didn't they do that in Cuba years ago? In the 70s, I think. They emptied out their prisons and psycho wards, and they ended up in Florida, all parts of the U.S. That's what this Mandani wants to do. He wants to close mental wards and dismantle the police department, man. What is that going to give you? What is that going to bring you? It's going to be chaos out here. You think it's bad now?
8271, you're still putting it down in Tennessee?
Terrible. The city's not going to look the same. You know, I think I'm going to have a piece of blueberry pie, man. Yeah, fresh blueberry pie, yeah. I don't eat candy, I don't eat sweets, but you know what? Fresh blueberry pie is nothing wrong with that, man. No sugar added, natural. You can't beat that. Watch Espo Nipple say that's his favorite pie, blueberry pie, because Daddy likes it. Watch, pay attention. That's going to be his favorite pie. Watch, pay attention. Just like chock full of nuts is my favorite coffee, that's his #1 coffee now. It's like monkey see, monkey do. You can't make this up. So what do you say, Pumpkin? I'm going to go have a piece of blueberry pie. If you want a piece, I'll cut you a slice. Because I'm silly like that. I'm jealous. I mean, not jealous, generous. Wrong word. I'm very generous there. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to give sweet pumpkin a piece of pumpkin pie I don't have. A piece of blueberry pie. As a matter of fact, when I went to the store yesterday, the supermarket, they had a bunch of pies. You know, these are good pies. These are no artificial ingredients. That's why I like it. They had so many different pies. And I said, where's the pumpkin or cherry? Those are my two favorites. I had to look all the way at them. The stack on them. There was one left. I said, all right, that's my blueberry pie, man. I mean, I could have looked for cherry, but, you know, I wasn't going to go to the stack of pies. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, man, for the price, $5.99 for an entire pie like that, you can't beat it. And it's, you know, how can I say, no chemical preservatives, no, nasty ingredients that changes the composition of what it really should taste like and be like. You know what I'm saying? Real fresh pumpkin pie. I mean, any fresher than that, I got to make it myself. You know what I'm saying? Pumpkin. Sweet Pumpkin don't know nothing about that, man. He doesn't go to the supermarket because he can't afford rye bread. I mean, I put his rye bread back. Hey, listen, I'm generous, man. When it comes to food, if you need, I'm there. All right. 2-run home run. That's what I'm talking about, baby boy. Yes, you went hit a 2-run home run. Lord have mercy. Let me get back to my Met game.
key. Click, click. Top of the Mr. 634 New Jersey. Excuse me, nobody on my radio using main top of power. 2030 up in the red. Thank you, sir. Old Kentucky Radio 648, and we are off the key. Click, click. Alright, 149, I'm just going to sit here and listen to what's going on. 919 Tennessee. Hello, 455 New Jersey. Good afternoon, 919 Tennessee. Hello, Mr. Fleetwood in Connecticut. I'll call your name, 919 Tennessee with a wave. Connecticut Mobile is doing its thing in Tennessee, no doubt about it. Have yourself a great day, and thank you for the shout. 919 Tennessee with that pre-4th of July wave. I'll see you. Good day to you, sir. I think I heard a 327 if I didn't get that wrong. 919 Tennessee with a Lone Star, Old Kentucky Radio 648. Breaker break. Oh yeah, you're 20 over, man, and sounding good. You're Tom Dave and Mr. 330. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for the call, and hope you have a nice 4th of July. 919 Tennessee. 48 said it, right? All right, 327. Pleasure was mine, and we'll do it again, I'm sure. Have a great day, 919 Tennessee, and I'm back quiet. Hello, around Allentown, PA, Blue Boy, and Bluegrass for the wave. 327, sounding mighty fine down in Somerset, Kentucky. You have a great 4th of July and a safe one coming up now. Old Blue Boy down here still listening. That's my 383 Roger. You don't have to, man. You can't disguise that voice in that radio. Yeah, something like that. And I wouldn't change a thing. Hey man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right, that's the way I keep it, just like this. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and you just do it. Hello, 88, 919 with that wave once again, and I'm back quiet. On the HF4. You said?